Hello, it's 11:38 p.m. Oh, I was laying down not long ago and now my back kind of hurts. So, well, I hope it's a good sign for me to be sleepy right now. Excuse me. So, um, I was kind of dozy, tired, and sleepy all day. And, so I'm still like tired enough to not even be fully functional. Um, so, well, I showed y'all that split. I didn't even know that there was a split in that bag. The bag didn't have a split. Oh, I don't remember it having a split when I got it. So they had a 22-year-old perp that tried to gaslight me on TikTok about it, and I had to block him. You don't know shit about how long that's been in the freezer, talking about, oh yeah, you shouldn't eat it anyway because you had it in the freezer too long and it was it's freezer burnt. Oh honey, sweetie, nobody messed with your food, or nobody did this or this or that or whatever, or you know how the perps try to come and deny your reality and try to gaslight you and everything. So I deleted that perp's comment and blocked them. So now I figured out a way to delete comments and block them, because it's like, if I just block that person on TikTok, if I just block them, then I can't see their comments, but other people can. So you know, but other targeted individuals talk about their food being played with or tainted or something like that. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I had just got that last week. What you mean it's been in the freezer too long and freezer burnt? You're a fake know-it-all narc. Fake know-it-all narcissist. So, I did a video this afternoon, and I figured that YouTube probably would have made it to be age restricted. And I figured that I don't know if they would have, if I didn't do it, then they probably would have age restricted it and denied me any monetization. But then I realized I only got about 13 views on there. But I mean, I talked about some things, that happen in foster care and stuff, So it was a little bit X-rated at a small portion of it. So, I don't know if y'all are interested in going back and watching that video. It's age restricted, but I don't really have children on my channel anyway. And I don't see any children in the TI community. Like, I don't see somebody that's a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old doing videos saying that they're a targeted individual being gang stalked. All of us that I know are adults, at least in our 20s. I mean, the youngest I might have seen was like maybe 22 or 23, but I don't really see somebody, oh, I'm 18 years old and I'm a target individual. I don't really see, but um but I've heard stories about professed targeted individuals who would say that they have a 4-year-old who's getting V2K or something like that. And the V2K telling the 4-year-old the most perverted, nastiest messages. Excuse me. So yeah, I mean, usually the adult only videos that I post, people usually would click on it and watch it like a normal video, but I don't know if people were off put or if they were threatened. I mean, if they felt off put or felt threatened by the adult only warning. But I was basically talking about, the foster care abuse and the targeting and everything like that. So, if you wanted to watch it, it's been like, I think over 3 hours, and I only got like 13 views from what I just saw. So, I mean, I was saying that I didn't know if y'all were afraid to click on the video or watch it or whatever, but if you had spare time, or if you were interested in watching it, you can go back and watch it. But I'm basically was trying to tell people that my targeting and my childhood traumas and everything have been consistent and the same, and my stories have not changed throughout the years, So, and that's when it's the when it's the so-called celebrity speaking out against something, like Raz B from B2K, talking about, what the trauma and abuse he went through. And people will say, well, this man's story has not changed. His story has been consistent all these years. And they said that about other celebrities as well, So, so basically, not the video with the food situation, like with the broccoli, but I'm talking about the longer video is considered adult only. Well, I set it to that because I didn't know if YouTube was gonna do it, and I didn't even monetize the video. So, but I mean, I'm saying if y'all got spare time or if you're interested in watching it, y'all can, I guess, go to my main profile and watch it if you want to. If you got spare time, or if you're interested, But thanks so much. It would mean a lot. So I talked a lot about throughout the years of my life, being medically abused and gaslit, and people refusing me help, or me being falsely accused of faking sickness for attention and stuff like that. And then I talked about some foster care abuse, and more talk on how my targeting has started and everything. So yeah, I went to take out the trash, and the very second I stood out to walk out to take out the trash, there was a brown Pontiac Vibe vehicle that made a right turn onto the street precisely when I walked out of the door, just to take out the trash. And the trash is right next to my it's right next to my little cabin or whatever, my little place, Because the trash is right there. So so I mean, if I could just stand over the little baby porch, I could just stand over the porch and throw the trash right there. And it's like, that is crazy. The moment I can just barely walk out and take 2 or 3 steps to take out some trash, and it's like some gang stalking activity. Like, that's like, come on, man. And then they didn't squeeze my organs this evening or tonight when I went to take a bath or shower. But the very instant I got in the shower, I heard loud Mexican music blasted, like as if the moment I stepped in and turned on the water, almost precisely right and perfect synchronization on cue. The moment I turned on the shower, that's when I heard loud Mexican music. And it lasted for about 5 minutes. And then it got back to being quiet for a while. Then I heard, like, after midway washing my body, after washing my hair, then wash my body, and then I overheard what sound like loud music. I mean, fake rap, American, rap or whatever, for a long time. What felt like another 5 fucking minutes. And then I heard the doggone train. And then there was a point in time where I couldn't tell if it was loud rap music or the train, or the loud bass rap music or the train. So for dinner I had, oh, that filled me up too. Some the chicken, mashed potatoes, and chicken, mashed potatoes, and and I had those, but I couldn't eat the broccoli, so I had chicken, mashed potatoes, and some of those canned pineapples. So I just ate twice today. And so I didn't do much or nothing today because it was almost 2 o'clock when my day started. And I mean, I didn't do much or nothing. Well, I mean, yesterday I think was more productive than today with, washing the dishes, taking out the trash, organizing and sorting the refrigerator, or cleaning this spot or organizing that spot, rearranging things, but they've been sleep depriving me, and even right now they're vibrating me. And earlier today they vibrated me. They vibrated me earlier, and so I haven't been able to be well rested in order to work on any writings, personal writing projects, whatever I choose. So I keep on hearing people talk about how, I don't know if it's true or false, but I keep on hearing this scary rumor about them shutting off Social Security and SSI by June 1st. And then I heard by July they're supposed to roll out Fed Now. So, excuse me. So on not TikTok, Twitter, somebody DM'd me with a fake spam message. Like, a fake spam message talking about join the Illuminati and we'll give you $50,000 up front and you don't have to sacrifice anyone. Even if I wasn't sacrificing anyone, I would not join in that. I don't want to live an Illuminati lifestyle. So but they've been doing that lately. And the fake Aquarium Doris perp acted like as if she was trying to make a weird comment on my YouTube and acted like she wanted to make offers for me to sell out. And then, throwing up the Baphomet devil horns hand sign at every opportunity. So, So today I started to try to get up and go to the store and try to buy some milk and eggs. In one way, it seemed like as if my food stretched me longer than I thought. But then another part of me think that, it might, that it might not last as long as I thought. So, I think I got about 5 or 6 days left worth of food. I got about 5 or 6 days left worth of food, and I still haven't heard anything at all about the food stamps. But, the online perps still taunting and harassing me, falsely accusing me of being a begging scammer. I was homeless on the streets and really needed to survive, and they forced everything to be more expensive. So now that I'm here, April 12th was the last day y'all saw me ask for any help. But I guess ever since then, what held me over for the rest of the month was later on I got the tax refund, and I got the some Social Security back pay. SSI back pay. I got the tax refund, the SSI back pay, and then also the payment for the YouTube. A little over $100. So all that, and me being here, all that held me over, for the rest of the month, so I didn't have to ask for anything. But then this month, I don't know if I'm gonna get the any money for the ads. I know it will be less than $100, but I don't know if it was just that first time or if it's, I don't know. See, they said you couldn't get the YouTube revenue until after you reached $100, and then they'll send you something. So I don't know if it was just that first time, or if they won't release anything subsequent months. Say if you're in your 5th month and you didn't get $50. I mean, if you didn't get $100, if they just not gonna release anything until after you get $100, or if that was just for the first payment. I have no idea. So I don't know if I'm gonna get any I don't know if I'm gonna get any anything from this month. But you know, so excuse me. So it's like, but it's like I'm just taking everything one day at a time and just surviving one day at a time. You know, stretching my clothes and my laundry if I have to, or when I have to. Trying to stretch the food, you know. So but I know that it gets tiresome to eat, be eating the same. Like, say for example, if I have to eat the same thing for dinner 5 days in a row, it would get tiresome. But if I might eat it for 3 days, then put it in the freezer and take a break from it and eat something else, and just rotate or whatever. So I don't know. um I don't know if it might be 3 or 4 days worth of food. So I've been craving, some good food lately. Um, so I've been, just eating off of these groceries. I really can't order any food. Living here, I can't order groceries. um, like from the big city, Victoria. Instacart, DoorDash, none of them come here. They won't come here. And Uber, as I told y'all, Uber Eats has only 3 places. And I'll say like 99% of Dollar General's food is bad for you and GMO. And I'm surprised there's like 1% or probably 0.5% of stuff that's good for you. But they have a very teeny tiny weeny whiny selection of, food that's good for you or healthy, at Dollar General. And a lot of their food is labeled as having bioengineered food ingredients. But, I have a roof over my head, but, financially and transportation wise, I'm sitting here, a different experience or a different form of, constant survival mode. And, constant survival mode being targeted. So, I'm just trying to stretch what I have, you know. But it's almost that time again to do laundry and grocery shopping. But yeah, I haven't been asking for anything for over a month and still get taunted and harassed and falsely accused of being a scammer and scamming people or begging. But as I said, you know, being homeless on the streets was more expensive, and you know, it's more expensive, and you know, they make the target's life to be forced to have to be more expensive. So so yeah, I have to throw that broccoli away. So it's now Tuesday, May 16th, 2023 at 12:04 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, I'm a I feel like that Great Plains Yerba Prima bentonite clay, it works great on my teeth, and it works great on reducing pain and reducing inflammation. I mean, but that other clay, I was very disappointed. It's plentiful, and you know, the only good thing about that other clay, the fossil power clay, is just like everybody else. They got good reviews about it, but but it's not working out for me, and I'm disappointed that it doesn't reduce the swelling of the abscess. It doesn't make it like the abscess is trying to heal. It doesn't seem like, I mean, but when I brush my teeth with it though, a lot of mucus expels, more so than the yerba prima. But the yerba prima, it takes pain away, the inflammation away, and the yerba prima, it starts to it will make the swelling go down on the tooth abscess, and I can feel it starting to heal. But the pressure and pain and the infection is still there whenever I use the fossil power, but it makes me expel mucus. But the only good thing about that is, you know, the fossil power, I expel a lot of mucus, and it does not constipate me. You know, I could still go to the bathroom. But, you know, if I'm not careful, the Great Plains, like, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or 2 months that I went a long time without being able to make a bowel movement. I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or 2 months. And yeah, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or 2 months, but I went a long time last year, not being able to make a bowel movement, and it's really scared me. I really think it was 2 months, but I could be wrong. But it was a long time. So, and I was living at that motel, and the foods that I was eating, I couldn't afford the healthier food, and had to ask for donations for food and to stay in that motel, for longer and stay off the streets. And it's like, I don't see why people making complaints are mad at me for asking for help to stay off the streets, and they believe what they want to believe instead of being receptive to the truth. And they just want to make a false narrative to make you look bad. So after I did have a couple of interviews after they workplace mobbed me off the job from the school. So when I had the job, I was paying for my own motel, with the temp job and getting paid every day. My own motel from September 2021 all the way to from September 2021 all the way through December. And I didn't ask for anything. And I, so, and still getting bullied every day and falsely accused of scamming and manipulating people and stuff like that. But the gang stalking network, they don't want targets to get help. So I have to deal with daily slander, daily lies, daily abuse from both fake TI perps and regular perps. So, I got a few donations here and there this month, and that also helped me over a little bit too, So, thank y'all for still believing me, and what I'm going through and what I'm suffering through. And it's really rough, and I'm taking so much effort to try to do the right thing as best as I could. And and the gang stalkers, I'm gonna say it again, they blocked me from making a living as an author and from my writings, and think they got the authority to dictate that I'm not an author, and and they try to force me to stop writing. So they refused to let me. They blocked me from making a living like that. And yeah, it's so messed up. So I tried with some jobs, and I got a couple of interviews, and they got sabotaged by the gang stalkers. I wasn't gonna hear shit from the cricket job. The daycare job, the lady left me to feel like I had some hope, but I still heard absolutely nothing back. I got turned down left and right from caregiver jobs that say that no experience was necessary. So I'm just taking everything one day at a time and just trying to survive day to day, you know. So but I guess that's all I had to talk about at the moment, you know. But I'm sitting here surviving like penny pinching, kind of, living penny to penny everyday survival, you know. But I'm glad, me having a roof over my head, I guess I'm able to better manage the poverty and, low finances, excuse me. Sorry, that was an acid reflux burp. So, stretching my meals, me making like 7 or 8 maybe servings of food in a crock pot, and then stretching it for almost a week. That same meal, and I've been craving some good food lately. You know, it's been a while since the last time I ate at a restaurant. Um, I think the last time I ate at a restaurant was probably on the 3rd, and that was breakfast. But I don't remember if it was the 3rd or the 6th, but I think it was the 3rd. But you know, last week, or was it the week before? I had a couple of days worth of food from 7-Eleven, and I don't go there that much, but for the past week, I've been living off of Dollar General food because I couldn't get to the real grocery stores like I needed to. So, um, so I'm still trying to learn with the crock pot and everything. But after I got here, I only ordered Uber Eats one time when that day the electricity went out, and I ate out um in Victoria, a couple of times, running errands and stuff. It was a couple of times, and I don't remember when the last time I was at Dairy Queen. But it's been over. I'm pretty sure it's been over 2 weeks. It's been a while since I was at Dairy Queen. I haven't eaten there in a while. It was probably 2 or 3 weeks since I ate at Dairy Queen. But yeah, I will feel relieved once if I can, get that. If I can get to the grocery store in Victoria and get some real groceries, with some fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, you know. But yeah, I was so like disappointed and mad. I'm like, man, I don't want to eat no doggone food from Dollar. I mean, I really didn't want to eat no Dollar General food. If so much of their food says, it contains bioengineered ingredients, GMO, and then I get attacked for eating GMO food, like it's my fault, you know. So, but I'm sitting here, despite suffering on the streets and stuff, I really miss the good food from the restaurants in Pensacola. But I didn't. I mean, I kind of I ate out a few times, you know, when I was in Cincinnati. But they had that, like when I was by that extended stay, next door they had some really good ass Mexican food. Like everything was phenomenal. It was so doggone good. But I tried the chili, like Gold Star chili. It was plentiful and they had too much cheese, but it was flavorless and nasty. But Skyline chili, I ate there like maybe 2 or 3 times and it tasted a nice bit better than that Gold Star chili. But I didn't really get to explore and eat like it was, the setup was kind of different, in Cincinnati than it was in Pensacola. But when I would be in an extended stay for a week, I would eat, I would order like from the donations that y'all gave me, would be like I would order like $40 worth of groceries or something like that, about 40 or 50, and it would stretch me the whole week. So I feel bad internally, like psychologically, mentally, and emotionally. I feel bad, being a burden or being forced to not live normal and being forced to have to be dependent and on others and needy. And I'm like, this doesn't make any doggone sense. Like, why can't y'all just let me be productive and work? But they're blocking a lot of us. I wish I had a laptop. Like I wish I had another laptop so that if I can work from home or work at home. But then I've tried that with the work at home in 2018 before I became homeless, and I couldn't really find anything. So like they had this lady in Cincinnati. She was an elderly lady. I think she was in her 70s. And she used to say, I don't know. See, because I don't know. And now I find myself saying, I don't know, rather than saying, I don't know, or I don't know. Yeah, I noticed myself throughout this video saying, I don't know, the same way she said. And she would say, instead of tired, she said, because I know you be tired. No, like, she don't say tired, but tired. I know you're tired. That's her way of pronouncing tired. But they talk country up there in Cincinnati, and of course Kentucky they talk country. But in Cincinnati they talk country as well. You know, but Cincinnati is very, very city. It's very city. But yeah, right across the state lines in Kentucky, it's not. I mean, the population is like less congested than Cincinnati. But the bus system was very frequent and it ran good. They had buses that run all night. Like certain buses run all night or almost all night. But the winter was, you know, rough out there, you know. So, yeah, I'm sitting here feeling like I miss a good breakfast. You know, and that lady used to work where I would get breakfast. And but she was nice and understanding and everything. But then after a while, she started to act like she wanted to get all of my business and stuff. And I'm like, well, when she asking me all these nosy questions, you know, I hope she don't use that against me or start acting like a perp. But shortly before I left, though, I started to wonder if she started to treat me like I get on her nerves or something. You know, so she told me her name was Susie, but the receipt said her name was Nancy. But when she told me her name was Susan, but the receipt said her name was Nancy, and everybody else calls her Nancy. And that's the same name of the Miss Nancy that pretty much ran me out of pen. Well, you know, she pretty much, you know, sealed the deal in having me to be run out of Pensacola. So, well, I guess I'm gonna go to bed now. It's 12:26 a.m. in the morning, and yeah, I want to go to bed earlier. So I hope to get to fall asleep because I am tired and sleepy right now. So I'll see y'all.